today is the day we're actually adding the ash to the sugar bushes to figure out what the doses actually are required to actually fix the calcium decline problem in the forest. So we've laid out a whole bunch of 10 by 10 meter plots, and we're adding ash at 2 different doses. Works out to 4 Canadian Tire garbage or 5-gallon pails and 8 5-gallon pails. That's the equivalent of 4 tons and 8 tons per hectare of ash, which should be enough to fix the calcium decline problem, somewhere between 4 and 8 tons.
So basically it goes back mainly to acid rain. Obviously there are other factors as well as, for example, like tree harvesting and stuff, but mainly it's the acid rain that caused a lot of the calcium, which is a buffer for acid rain, to leach out of the system, leaving the soils acidic, if you will. So the pH dropped because of it, and that caused the soils to become acidic. So what we're trying to do is using ash, which is right now a byproduct and it ends up in landfills. So that's another part of this project, to try to take stuff out of landfills. We're going to try to put that back onto the ground and hopefully raise the pH levels of the soil and bring back some of that alkalinity back into the soils.
Everyone knows in Canada that the forests are asleep in the winter, and then we assume they fully wake up in the summer. But we've realized that with calcium decline, the forests are not fully awake in the summer, and that means the calcium levels in the leaves are low, they're not as strong as they should be, so there's more wind damage. They're not maybe producing as much sap as they normally would. And so what we will be measuring is the calcium, change in the calcium level in the soil, change in the calcium levels in the leaves, the evapotranspiration of the whole forest. There's actually a link, surprisingly, Jamie, we think, between the floods that happened here in Muskoka and calcium limitation of the forest, because the trees are pumping about 30% less water over the course of the summer than they would normally pump if they were fully awake and not limited by calcium. So what we hope we can show in collaboration with students from Trent University is that the trees become as healthy as they might have been 100 years ago before acid rain again. And we'll know that by calcium levels in the leaves, calcium levels in the soil, and the amount, actually the growth of the tree.